Namaste. Welcome everyone. Hi, my name is Sheriza. Thank you for tuning in this channel, Surrender and Feel Yoga with Sheriza. And today's class is a short practice of nourishing, softening Yin Yoga practice. There's this quote by Anne Lamott that says, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. So I think personally, I believe we all know if we take some time to pause, to really rest, we can find more time to fill our cup. And in order to fill our cup, we also need to understand and release what filled our cups. Maybe we have filled it up with a lot of things that no longer serves us. Perhaps we need to release first. Whether emotionally, mentally, physically, or energetically, it's really important to draw boundaries, a healthy boundary to help us contain and preserve good energy. And every day is different. And a practice of Yin Yoga is a practice of just relaxing the muscles, allowing ourselves just to surrender and soften to the tissues, the connective tissues, the fascias that wrap around our ligaments, our tendons, our joints, and even reach deep to the parts inside our body like our internal organs, our bones, our energy channels, our chakras. When we slow down and quiet enough, we get to listen a little bit more. So you don't need a lot. You can even practice it on the bed. I like to practice with a blanket because you can roll it up to use as props or a bolster. It's really nice to find little support. You can always practice without. It's not a must. It's just that it's nice to give yourself a little some support and comfort when we practice. So it's going to just be a very short practice, and usually Yin Yoga practice we hold the poses for 3 minutes, 5 minutes depending on the poses, just to allow ourselves to really stay in stillness, restore and surrender. Really deep stretch and softening. It can trigger a lot of things mentally, especially if you're not used to sit still, but take it easy, breathe, let go. Let's begin the practice. We're going to just do a few poses today. So the first one, we're just going to be doing caterpillar. So caterpillar, it's a nice, so just micro bend the knees with the straight legs first. Place a roll blanket or a soft cushion underneath your knees so that you can find some support and balance yourself in a nice soft way. So lengthen to the spine and then just allow yourself to roll your body forward. And Yin, we find our appropriate edge or limit. So in order for us to find our limit, we take our time. We don't want to rush through this process because already we rush off the mat. So in order for us to really listen, we have to be quiet enough to listen to the voices and the signals of our body. And when we're going to enter the pose, we're going to really do it slowly, slow down motion. So start by just lengthening to the spine. You can start by rounding your spine, roll your body forward little by little with each breath. So finding your limit is like reaching to the highest potential that you can go, but not in a rush manner. Really checking in, perhaps the first part of your few breaths, you settle in here first. And then just check in with how you feel in the body. If you have more space, you're going to walk a bit more. And if you have that pillow or the cushion or even the bolster, you can even place it in between your legs. So you can open your legs slightly. So you can place the bolster or any props, whether on your thighs or in between your legs, and just surrender. Thinking about just dropping any heaviness. Rounding to the spine, allow your upper body to just be opened and stretch in a gentle way. Allow your breath to be soft and steady. And in Yin, once we find our limit and we reach to the appropriate edge, not just physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, then we settle and surrender in stillness. Try not to mistake stillness with stiffness. Even though we try to hold this pose in stillness, doesn't mean that we cannot make any movement, adjustment as you breathe. Perhaps you have reached over your limit after a few breaths. You want to step back. Perhaps you feel that you can go a little bit deeper. You're going to rest a little bit more and stretch. And then drop any heaviness, soften through the muscles, allow your body to sink heavy. Notice how you feel in the legs, the back body. Notice how you feel in the mind. As we open to the space to breathe, to allow our body to stretch organically, open up, creating more space to fill our cup, also to release those that we no longer need. We can't always keep filling our cup if our cup is super full with things that we don't need, the things that no longer serves us, the kind of energy that is depleting our vibe or energy. So take some time to reflect, asking yourself, what is it can I release more? What are things that I cannot control, but I hold it within me? Can I trust a little bit more? Can I trust in the power of the universe, knowing that I have done the best, my best, and I leave it to rest. Just a few more breaths here. Let your breath be soft and steady. Let there be space in between your breath. That space of pause and stillness. Notice how you feel now when you slow down. What are those thoughts that's occupying your mind? Observe without actively participating into those conversations in your mind. The main idea of yoga is connection, to unite mind, body, and soul. Here, right now. Pay full attention to yourself. Every layers and every parts of your body. Knowing that you're safe here. Breathing in. Breathing out. You can stay here for a longer time if you like. But if you like to come back again, when we enter a pose, we do it really slow. When we come out, it's going to be the same. Start by peeling your forehead off the ground or off the bolster or props. Chin towards the chest. Take your time to roll your body back up. And once you reach up, just sit upright just to recenter. Your palms can be on the props or just on your thighs. Just take a moment to close your eyes. Just reset. There's no need to rush. Nice. Slowly take a moment. If you close your eyes, blink open your eyes, and then just release the props by the side, perhaps that bolster or pillow, and then bend your knees. Sit upright, gentle twist towards your right, and breathe to counter pose. This pose, the twist, and then slowly the other way. Caterpillar is a great pose to just help release more, dropping any pressure as we fall forward. Our heart drop down towards the ground. We ground our forehead and head towards the mat. We're just thinking about dropping any pressure. We think about pouring anything that no longer serves us, that is occupying our cup, our body, our mind, our emotions, our mind. We drop any heaviness first, and then now we're ready. When we reach up, we're ready to fill our cup with more goodness. And then how we're going to see whether we can release a little bit more, it's nice to be in a twist position. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a twist. So we're going to lie down on the mat, flat back, knees bent, left leg straight, right knee hugged towards your rib cage. If it's too much, towards your right side a little bit. Grounding to the shoulders. Maybe you like to make hip circles. 3 rounds clockwise and then reverse as well. Slowly nourishing the hip joints. And then once you settle, you just come back here. Knee can point up towards the sky. Just slowly drop your right knee towards the left. This is where, if you feel like it's a lot for you here and your right shoulder starts to lift off the ground, you want to keep your right shoulder grounded on the mat. Right elbow can bend, and you can even place your right palm or hand on a blanket, or even use a roll blanket just now or a bolster to just support your right knee. So you can roll that, stack, left hand can guide your right knee, and then just let gravity do the work. Your eyes can look up, or even can close your eyes, or gaze can be towards your right. So again, yin poses or posture, we hold it for a few minutes so that our tissues get to be stretched safely in an organic way. We're gonna really take time, and even when we give time some time, we want to give our body some space to breathe. And when we slow down, our nervous system, our organs get to slow down as well. And when we breathe slowly, we give our lungs a break as well. You know, when we feel a bit more calm when we breathe slowly. Our lungs, we breathe about 23,000 or more times a day based on some articles I read, or even more, especially if you breathe faster. So we want to slow down really to relax to the system of the body. Imagine if you're trying to upgrade your software of the phone or your computer. You can't be doing a lot of things on the computer at the same time. You just want to allow your phone to update that software without using or utilizing other apps. Same thing with the body, the internal organs needs time. So here, just allow yourself to just relax. Notice how you feel in this pose. Probably some discomfort. Probably you feel that you find your edge a little bit more. Maybe you don't need the blanket or the prop to support your right knee. So ideally, it's up to you to hold for how long. Not too long, not too short. But again, depending on the body. For yin practice, it's roughly about 2-3 minutes. There's no really, I would say, a must. But at any point of time, if you feel any tension that is too much, step back a little bit. Maybe lift the knees up, support with a prop. So yin is a very therapeutic and nourishing practice. Thinking about going for a massage, acupuncture, perhaps pressing to the points of the body, and this is using your own body pressure organically. Especially in this pandemic that we cannot go out or lockdowns in certain areas. A lot of services like massage, even studios are not open. So we make full use of what we have, and we have what we need around us. We just need to open our eyes and heart to see. We will find it. And in order to see that, we have to be quiet enough to listen. Great. Bring your right knee back towards you. Hug both knees close towards your chest. A gentle, happy baby. Draw the knees out. Wrap your arms around your hamstring. Maybe grab your fingers. Rock it side to side to massage your lower, middle, and upper back. And slowly lower a bit back down. This time straighten your right leg, left knee towards you, hug it in towards your ribcage or towards the side a little bit if it's too much for you, wind releasing pose. And then make that hip circle, slowly nourishing the joints. Few rounds clockwise and then reverse. Do it slow as you feel into this. Feel also your shoulders grounded on the mat. Now draw the right knee up, left knee up, pointing up towards the sky. Drop and lower down towards your right side. I have a bolster here already, so if you like to place a bolster or pillow, you can use that. If not, stack that blanket again. Lean your left shoulder down. You want to keep your left shoulder grounded towards the mat, your shoulder blade. You can gaze towards your left. Your left hand can be on the ground, wherever it feels good for you. Right hand can be on top of the left leg to help stretch a little bit deeper. Listen to the body. For deeper sensation and stretch, of course, maybe release the prompts. But if it's going to cause you pain, re-enter the flow. Yin is a very soft, passive, nourishing practice. Not just for the physical body or our organs and our system inside our body, but also for our emotions, our energy, and our mind. It is when we slow down, we get to attend to the places that we forget sometimes to listen, to pay attention to. Allow yourself to feel into this way. Feeling a nice good stretch in the lower back, the side body. Twist to release this. What is it that you like to release today? What is it from your cup that you like to release? That's already stale and draining you. We don't want to be filling our cup continuously without releasing something we don't need. So it's going to be a continuous process of letting go, feeling it, letting go, feeling it. There's no way we're going to empty ourselves from pain. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to allow joy to come in. There's no way we're going to avoid ourselves from challenges. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to celebrate our success. So life is all about finding that harmony. What is it can I let go more today? What can I twist to release? As I breathe in, I make space for more love, more abundance. As I breathe out, I let go more of worries, judgment. Repeat a few times. Use your own words. Anything you like to invite, anything you like to release. You can hold longer if you need. So listen to the body. But if you like to come back, slowly bring your left knee back to center. Hug both knees in towards you. Lift your upper body up, just a counter pose, nose towards the knee. And then release. You can rest by lifting your legs up against the wall if you have. Or you can just rest in a nice Shavasana. Or having a bolster or blanket under your knees to keep your knees bent to support your lower back. Or if you like, you can just go to the wall. You can even lift your hip up against a blanket. Or if you're not gentle, just allow it just to be there. Slide your body close towards the wall. And then slowly lift the legs up. You can keep the knees bent a little bit or just lift the legs up straight. And then drop any heaviness in the shoulders. You can always choose a Shavasana position or even seated on the mat. And then as we wrap up the practice, as you hold this pose, I'm going to read a passage from one of my favorite books. This one, Warrior of the Light by Paulo Coelho. It says, the warrior knows that there are occasional pauses in the struggle. There is no point in forcing things. He must have patience and wait for the two sides to clash again. In the silence of the battlefield, he listens to his heart beating. He notices that he is tense and afraid. The warrior of light takes stock of his life. He makes sure that his sword is sharp, his heart satisfied, that faith still burns in his soul. The warrior of light knows that maintenance is as important as action. So like how we are today practicing Yin, we need to rest, renew, rejuvenate before we work again, we take action. There is always something not quite right, and the warrior of light takes advantage of those moments when time stops to equip himself better. I like that. I like the word that he says. He knows that maintenance is as important as action. We cannot function if we're too burnt out or tired. Rest is super necessary. It is not when you have time. It is something that you have to make time and give attention to. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoy this short Yin practice. And if you'd like to join my classes, you know where to find me. My Instagram, Surrender and Feel, or just email me or check my website, www.surrenderandfeel.com. Thank you so much. Namaste.